You want your kid to do what's right, to listen, to respect you, so you talk. You set limits. You repeat. You escalate, and nothing changes. You cannot tell your child what to do. You cannot say, you will do this, you won't do that. If you try to directly control your child, they will let you know in no uncertain terms just how uncontrollable they are. Hi, this is Terry Real, the founder of Relational Life Therapy and a parent with a 37-year-old and a 35-year-old, two splendid kids much of the time. I got good news for you. I would say to somebody, what do you want first, the bad or the good? Well, guess what? It's the same news. Here it is. You cannot control your children. Want to hear it again? You cannot control your children. Here's what we as parents can do. We can control the environment around the child. So what you do as a parent are if-then statements. If you do this, this will happen to you. I was reading about Navajo child rearing, and one dad had this giant snowball that he and his son rolled together, and he said, if you hit your little sister again, I'm going to tie you to that snowball for 30 minutes. You'll freeze your little butt off. Sure enough, he hit his sister. Sure enough, he got tied to the snowball, and he was very cold for all of 30 minutes. Well, he didn't die. I didn't say don't hit your sister. I said if you choose to hit your sister, this is what will happen to you. My dear friend Pat Melody, Pia's husband and the guy who ran the meadows for 70 years, had a quote on his wall from a naturalist. I remember it well. It said, nature has neither rewards nor punishments. Nature has consequences. If you are thinking about parenting your child, there are three aspects. Nurture, that's the basis. Be in a relationship with your child. Love that child. Be compassionate, empathic, hear that child. I get a lot of dads who want to discipline their kids, and I can't tell you how many times I say, well, if you want to discipline your child, get down on your hands and knees and play horsey with them first. Why should they listen to you? First, you have to have a relationship with them. So nurture is the core of your relationship to your kids. Love them and let them love you, of course. 2 is guidance. Teach the little buggers what works and what doesn't work. You're a good boy. Don't shame them. Hold them in warm regard, but set limits on their behavior. You're a good boy. Get that hammer out of your hand. Teach them. And then, yes, set limits. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean you will do this, you will do that. Good luck with that. It means if you do this, this will happen. Nature has neither rewards nor punishment. It has consequences. If you hit your little sister, you will go to your room and I will take away every screen that you can get your little hands on for 2 days. You can sit and think about not hitting your little sister or whatever it is, and follow through. Talk softly and carry a big stick. Most parents, particularly difficult parents, are high volume emotion and low follow through. I want you to stay calm. If you do this, this will happen. 2, they won't like it. I deal with, no offense to anybody, but kind of uber liberal Cambridge, Massachusetts parents. A lot of them are like professors and stuff. And they will sit and talk to their child for an hour about the limit they're setting on them. Clearly, they're having a hard time tolerating the fact that the kid's pissed off. Let your kid be pissed off. You can't explain why you're setting a limit to a 5-year-old. You're treating your 5-year-old like they're 40. Here's how you do limits. Be empathic with their feelings. Set limits on their behavior. Sure, Billy, that is a great idea, all of us colonizing Mars together. Oh my God, get the tents out. I'm ready to go. Oh, by the way, unfortunately, if we tried to do that, we'd all die. So I'm afraid we're not quite there. But maybe when you grow up, you'll be one of the first people on that planet. And God bless. Empathize with their experience and their feelings. I know you want to hit your little sister. She can really be annoying, but you can't. Feelings, good. Behaviors, no. The great Sigmund Freud, I love this quote, wrote, "The first person to hurl a curse instead of a rock was the creator of civilization." Little Billy, get that rock out of your hand. I know you're mad, but this ain't going to cut it. So, can we control our children? Well, I call parenting steering on ice. If you crank the wheel too hard, you're going to spin out. It's approximate control. Your job is not to avoid all suffering for your child. And Belinda and I asked our dear mentor, Pia, when our kids were little, we said, we grew up with insane parents. We have no idea what functional parents are. I'll give you the 1-year course, the 2-week course, or the 1-line course. I said, okay, give us the 1-line course. She said, you have to be willing to allow them to be in pain. You even have to be willing to be the occasion of their pain at times if you set limits that they don't like. Indulging your child is not a favor to them. It's actually a form of parental abuse. Indulging your child invites them to one-up, superior, entitled, irresponsible behavior. Here's how I teach parents to tolerate the distress of being a disciplinarian. First of all, the word discipline is interesting. A friend of mine taught me this. Discipline comes from the word disciple. You are devoted to something. I am disciplining you because I am devoted to your health and well-being as you grow into an adult. That's a beautiful thing. And you don't have to explain this to your kids, although you might as they get older. But here's what's going on. The consequences that you are facing when you behave badly in this family are like the consequences that the world would give you if you behave like that as a grown-up out in the world. I, as your parent, I'm kind of bringing the consequences that you'll face in the world into your living room and bedroom. But you know what, honey? I'm being a lot kinder. As much as you don't like those limits, I'm actually being kinder to you than the world will be if when you're 20, 30, you go out and you act like that in the world. I am standing between you and what the world will give you if you continue to behave like that. So, it's time for you to learn. I don't mind that you want to kill your sister. I just mind that you act on it. You're a good kid. This is not good behavior. And then always give your child an avenue of repair. Go to your room and think about it. Come back down and tell me what you're thinking. Go to your room and think about it. Come back down and help with the dishes. There must always be a way that they can rehabilitate themselves, that they can come back into good standing as a fine member of the little family community. This is the consequence. This is the end of the consequence, and you're welcome back home. Nurture. I love you no matter what you do. Guidance. Here's how the world works. Let me teach you what's going to work and not work. And limits. This behavior, no. N-O, no. And then always welcome back. Man, it is really a journey. The discrepancy between the kids we have and the ones that we thought we were going to have is really a challenge for all of us. Enjoy the wonderful children you have. Let go of the wonderful children they should be, and help them become the wonderful children they deserve to be. Good luck. As a fellow traveler, sometimes fellow victim, parenting is one rough ride, but man, does it make you grow, and man, does it give meaning to your life and beyond. Parenting, give to your children a better legacy than what you got. Pass on what was positive in your upbringing and your family's tradition. Give back what was destructive and not so helpful. The world has changed. We've changed. Help them learn with love and firmness how to get along in this world. That's our job. Good luck.